Welcome back, this is Dreddeus with another episode in the San Diego Crusaders franchise. We are now in week 6 of the second season of this franchise series with a little bit of a different premise. Quick reminder, we're only allowed to sign veterans aged 30 or older out of free agency, no trades allowed, no draft allowed. The big thing that comes with this choice and this premise is that we, of course, are very limited in which players we can go for. We are limited by which players reach free agency, which players also make it into the criteria of being 30 and above. And then, of course, we need to pick the best ones out of this bunch because there's sometimes a lot of players in there, but a lot of them not really usable. And for instance, if you sort by age, you will quickly see that there's quite a few players in there that are probably okay-ish, but for the most part, they will really let you down, especially when you play teams that are very hard and tough to beat. And of course, we are always battling regression, whereas other teams are improving, of course, because younger players just go up, older players tend to go down or retire completely. So that is always a little bit of a struggle in this one, but I like the challenge, really do. We pulled off a 23-21 win against the Giants last week. That was an awesome game. If you haven't watched that, please do that. Today, we're going to be playing the Philadelphia Eagles, who are currently 0-5. I don't get that because they're 89, 88 overall rated, so should be better than we are in each and every aspect. But doesn't matter. We are going to be coming out of the gates scrappy. We're going to be fighting. We're going to be battling. We don't have a lot to take care of this week. The player negotiations, as I already said, I will not be negotiating with any of these players right now because taking that regression into account, a player like this, Allen Robinson, is really doing quite well actually for us. Could be at a 70, I don't know, 77, 76 next season. That would hit us pretty hard. And I don't want to lock down players that might regress pretty hard. Zach Ertz, another example. He was 84 last season. This season, he's an 81. So there we go. Do I want to give him a 2-year deal? 12 mil, just like that? Definitely not. Definitely not. So I will, of course, be re-signing players that I really feel like they will be with us for a lot of years. DJ Reader was an example of that. He's 30 years old. He will be with us for 2 to 3 years at the minimum. But Jordan Poyer wouldn't be re-signing him, not even for a year. If he's still there in free agency and good, then we'll get him. Second thing, we will be taking a look at the Philadelphia Eagles. We will do that straight away after we take a look at our stadium because I wanted to relocate. If you remember, I wasn't happy with the jerseys because it wasn't displaying the names. Wasn't aware of that one. Picked the jerseys that looked the nicest. But we could not relocate to the same city and basically just altered the jersey. So that sucked a little bit. Didn't want to go to another city and then relocate back. So I don't know what the workaround would be. But we are stuck with these jerseys. I do like them. The only minus they have is that they don't display the names, so that sucks a little bit, but it doesn't matter too much. But what we will have to do now is we will have to decide whether we want to sort of rebuild the stadium or do we want to upgrade the stadium. And rebuilding is a little bit harsh for a 2-year-old stadium, so we are going to be upgrading it, of course. There are quite a few possibilities to do that. We can renovate an area like the parking, the team store, but we can also upgrade it. Parking means that you retain the rating, which means it will not be top-notch, but you will be upgrading it, and it will be bigger, and just bring more players, more visitors, all right? So what we will be doing is, I want to upgrade the seating. That is very important, so we're going to be upgrading here, and we're now immediately a 99, which means we not only upgrade, but we also move the rating to a 99. That was very nice. We're also going to be upgrading concessions. We are going to be upgrading the bathrooms. We are going to be upgrading the fan zone. We're going to be upgrading the team store and finally the parking. All right. We've used a lot of funds right now, but we've really improved everything around this stadium. I do hope that we get more money into into the club by doing that. There's 5 levels. We are now at level 3, so I do hope that that has a positive impact on the finances. This week the finances, of course, will be pretty horrible, or next week when all of the stadium maintenance will be deducted. That is, of course, going to be pretty hard on us, but that will enable us to really move the values up a little bit. Maybe they will be happier with the offers that we have. All right, so a lot of the merchandise is at good value at the moment. This is where I said it. It's a little bit lower than we might have to be. The tickets, I pushed those up to decent value. I think that should really still hold here. The concessions is a mixed bag. I have it at decent value. We now also have 3-star concessions. And the big question is, of course, the higher you go, the more exclusive these things become. And the more I reckon that visitors will also choose that. So yeah, we also get a little bit of a feedback here, and that's at the left side. Consider changing the price of hamburger because it's not selling very well. All right, so last week we sold, how many was that? We sold 10,500, 63K was the income. It has decent value. I don't see a reason to really put that down too much, unless it isn't sold a lot, like the soft pretzel, for instance. But I'm just going to keep it at that. 3-star rating. That is something. I mean, I'm going to leave this. I feel like the 4-star and up, these really are a little bit more exclusive items, so we might hike the prices there a little bit. Quarterback is Kirk Cousins. We've got Phil Yurkovets and Ian Book as well. And now I understand why they're doing so badly, because they've got Kirk Cousins. And can you imagine what our team would look like if we had a quarterback like this? This could happen at any time. At any time, if Dak decides to retire, we will have to be on the look for a free agent quarterback. And that might turn out to be horrible. So let's make the most while we still have him. We've got Bijan Robinson here at halfback, Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell. And that is a player that I don't think needs any introduction here. He's just fantastic. I use him, of course, in the Dolphins franchise. He's the absolute MVP there. Absolute most important player I have on that squad. Wouldn't trade him for anything. If you don't know that franchise, do take a look in there. The series is really fun, really taking off at the moment. Fullback, they've got John Lovett and Braden Baker. By the way, little side note, I personally would be pulling Phil Yurkovets in there. How terrible could he be in comparison to Kirk Cousins, who's only rated 1 higher? Plus, Phil Yurkovets would profit off the experience and receive buffs out of the mentor. So actually, that might be the better choice here. But whatever. Wide receiver is Devonta Smith. We've got AJ Brown. We've got Mecole Hardman here. Mecole Hardman, who joined from the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes. We've got Xavier Worthy here. That is a super interesting rookie. He's also a Texas Longhorn. And yeah, same college that Bijan Robinson plays at. So that's actually pretty funny. Patrick Davis, Cam Patton also in here. Tight end Dallas Goedert still going strong. 29.90. Grant Calcaterra 25.72. Julian Peck. Jordan Mailata, left tackle here, of course. The wide receiving room is pretty solid, as is the tight end room. Let's take a look at the offensive line. Landon Dickerson, also Philly Eagle. Drew Kendall, a rookie behind him, 21 years old, 79 rated out of Boston College. Jesus, man. Already looking pretty good. Cam Jurgens, then we've got Josh Barretta. Cam Jurgens out of the 2022 draft, and also a Philly Eagle for the last 3 years. Max Sharping, 28.75 behind him. Brian Winters and Max Sharping coming from the Cincinnati Bengals. Before that, he was a Houston Texan. Right tackle Lane Johnson, longtime Philly Eagle. Blake Fisher behind him, and Jeremiah Church. So pretty solid offensive line, actually. Only the quarterback is a weak spot. Jadeveon Clowney at left edge, Miles Murphy behind him. Jadeveon Clowney, really a nice player. He's usually Cleveland Brown, but with the Eagles since 2023. Let's take a look at his contract. Oh, still has 2 years. That's a little bit of a bummer. Right edge is Josh Sweat, 27 years, 89 overall. Of course, another long-term Eagle. Jordan Davis at D-tackle, 24 years old, 90 overall. Already a superstar. Very dangerous player. He is super nasty, super strong. Look at the strength of tackle. He's going to be coming after us like I don't know what. Hasten Reddick, also in here, left outside linebacker. Solid choice. Leighton Van Resch, who we had to let go, of course, because he wasn't old enough. Nakobe Dean behind him. Junior Bayer. Right outside linebacker is Kaiser White. I think he's also a long-term Eagle, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he joined the Eagles in 2022 after being with the Chargers for quite some time. Cornerback Darius Slay Jr., longtime Eagle. That would actually be a nice addition, wouldn't it? Let's take a look here. Contracts are still 2 years, and by then he will have retired. Asante Samuel Jr. is here as well. He is joining from the Chargers. Yeah, he's the first year in Philadelphia in 2022, so in real life he just joined them. Deuce Chestnut, a rookie. Zach McPherson, Zach Sutton. Very solid cornerback room. We've got Jabril Peppers at free safety, but he's injured, so we're going to be facing Aaron Slate unless they drag over one of these two strong safeties here. Brandon Joseph, 2284, and Juan J. Thomas at 73. Kicker Rodrigo Blankenship, and the punter is Sam Martin. Also in our age bracket with 34. Weekly strategy. Which way do we go? Well, I want to put pressure on him, of course, and the best way to do that is limit the short passing. If we can pressure him, that should be really good for us. We will be going with full pads and splits, of course. There's no doubt in my mind that this is the way to go. Next up, offensive game plan. Let's take a look here. Do we run it inside? Do we focus on that? Or do we sort of try to blitz to counter the blitz here? Blocker blitz awareness, faster reaction to short passes, a debuff, double moves. These here are looking not too bad either. We could try to go with that. Do we have a deduction on... right, we're gonna go with the inside run. I think that is the most promising. We can always move over towards a more pass-focused situation. On the short pass, shouldn't have too many debuffs there. The game plan goal, of course, I want to sack the QB 5 times. That should be doable. 20 points or less should be doable. 250 offensive yards, and we're going to win the turnover battle, of course. Here we go. Offensive training results are in. An ACL sprain for Sterling Shepard. That is a little bit of a bummer, but only a little bit because, of course, he is only a backup player. Regarding defense, we are looking at a lot of experience points, but not nothing crazy, but no injuries, which is the most important part here. Managing staff, as always, we will just dump these points into player personnel. That is the part that we need at the end of the season to bring in free agent players across all of the positions. This is basically getting a good quarterback. Luckily, we don't need that yet. However, I will be dumping into there as well. It is just important that we have an advantage in the free agency period. Let's upgrade the players. I don't expect too many here. Injured Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson's not injured, of course. It's Sam Sterling. There you go. Sterling Shepard. Jesus Christ, man. Me and names today. I'm getting things wrong. Matt Filer on the left guard getting an upgrade. That is awesome because he was in a little bit of a problematic spot. Direct route running, medium route running, or release. Catch in traffic, short route running, and release. Let's go with this one here. Let's see if we can't buff him higher. As high as he can go. I think we are also looking good on the offensive line. We have, yeah, Matt Fowler did go up. That is good. I put Zach Martin at right tackle. I want to have the tackles to be as solid as possible, of course. I like the setup here. Tim Patrick really proved that he was a valuable asset. And with all of that done, we are ready for the game against the Philly Eagles. Let's try and get an away win. Here we go. Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, home of the Philadelphia Eagles. The San Diego Crusaders are the visiting team, of course, here. And here we go. I stand by the jerseys. I really like them. That's maybe something that would be cool if you could just change things up a little bit in terms of maybe switching to another jersey, getting all of the jerseys for a selection. Like the Eagles, they've got a lot of jerseys that you can switch and just choose from. There we go. Home team, the Eagles, of course, in the home jerseys with the green and the white. And we are going to be going with the away jerseys, away uniforms, white and black. We're on the ball first, starting at the 25-yard line in the first quarter. Halfback inside zone. Let's see what we can get done against this defense. We do have Jordan Davis, Darius Slay on the right, so going towards the left, maybe not even a bad idea. Oh, that was Leighton Van Resch, just coming across, grabbing the running Kenyon Drake. And that did not work. Maybe could have chosen another scheme. Let's see. Still not writing it off here, but we do need to get something on the board. Get that first down. Just keep pushing, keep dragging, keep fighting. Let's go the play action post here. Looking for Thielen on that direct route over there. Well done, Adam Thielen. Pushed out of bounds here, but first completion for Dak Prescott here towards Adam Thielen, the oldest wide receiver on our team. Just look at that. They're setting up very solidly. Each wide receiver covered, but also the run covered. Do we have something spectacular? I'm not really trusting this because Darius Slay is really good. Kenyon Drake here. Shot in the back by Davis. That was actually a little bit helpful. 388 yards for Kenyon Drake on the season. And there we go. Dak Prescott, everybody in the huddle. Let's set up a quick slant here. Do I go with Zach Ertz? Yes. There we go. Taken down, but we get the first down. We're just moving forward. I see no reason to really go for all too spectacular plays. We're going to go with a halfback dive here. Let's try and pressure this one in. There we go. Number 90, that is Davis, coming from behind. Really just throwing his body weight onto the running Kenyon Drake. All right, let's see. What do we do? Play action, post cross, inside zone, left hand side here. This is what we're going to be going with. JD McKissick. And that is a first down or 3rd and inches. But a good run nonetheless. He is stopped in the end, of course. Van Der Esch is just everywhere, man. Mike Tomlin can also be satisfied here. 1st and 10, that is good. That is very good. All right, we're going to set up a double post. But we are going to go with an inside zone here. The big question is, how far do we get? Answer, 3 yards. Halfback blunt dive. Kenyon Drake towards the left here. Ertz will have to do some blocking here. 77 will have to, yeah, that did not work. That was Josh Sweat, and Ertz is having trouble in terms of the blocking. So let's see. Do I trust the flood dive? All right, first quarter does come to an end here. And so far it's only been us out on offense, which is good. But of course we can do better. What about this one here? I would rather like to get A-Rob out there. It's 4th and 7. Yeah, we didn't get that. What about the special teams? Field goal, 55 yards. Well, this is a long one. But let's see what we can pull off. It is actually very precise. And did it fall short? Oh, come on, man. Chris Boswell. Why do you do that? Why do you do that, man? Yeah, I understand you, Mike Tomlin. Here we go. Kirk Cousins. Gonna go with the offense on the field. And can we please hold them? Well, we can't. We cannot stop a 70 rated quarterback. That is problematic. That is problematic, man. All right, off we go. Second quarter. Oh my goodness. Immediately blown up. This is a completely failed play. Completely failed. Just breaking through here. Nick Sirianni, man, really tricking us. Smash dive. Let's go. A-Rob. And that is just smacked away. This is really horrible. 3rd and long, and we are playing just really badly again. Oh, let's try the double slants here. Maybe we can get lucky here. Looking for Allen Robinson. Oh my lord. Thielen almost grabbing the ball here. And after starting, not bad. We are playing horrible now. Imprecise kick or punt. To be precise here. There we go. At the 45-yard line. Bijan Robinson, man, that is not a player that I want to see playing against us. 14-0 in the first half. And that is, I don't know, I don't even know what that is down to. Get away from me, Leighton Van Der Esch. Good God, man, I hate you already. It's just one of those players that really infuriates me. Because he's just, yeah, they're just tearing us apart here. There is hardly any coming back, man. All right, let's go. Let's go the slot fade. That is Thielen, but the coverage is there as well. Let's try this one here. Let's try and get Tyler Higbee back there. All right, taken down 24 seconds. Timeout. That's what we call here. We're at the 40-yard line. I would really like to get a touchdown before the end of the half. That would really mean a lot of stepping up here. Oh my good God. Did you see that? Did you freaking see that? The ball even came back to A-Rob. Even came back to A-Rob. Oh my God. those long throws are really not helping our cause at the moment. 11 seconds in the first half. Let's go with a vertical Y shake. This is going to be Anderson. Of course, that is basically the only player I can go for here. All right, and we actually make it. Jesus Christ, man. Robbie Anderson proving his worth here on this super long throw. Dak Prescott airing it out. At least that was a very precise throw. And Robbie Anderson, enough momentum, enough power to really break into the end zone here at the end of the first quarter. Let's hold them for once. Yes, thank you. Well done, defense. All right, halfback inside zone is what we're going to be going with. Between the center and the guard, that is the direction that will be going here. Is there a better play call in here currently? Not sure. It's just, oh my God. There's no getting past Leighton Vander Esch here. There's no getting past him. Let's go with the curl combo. Do I go? Let's go with this one here. All right. Oh man, Zach Martin injures himself, our right tackle. The player that we need to secure that right side as much as we can. And here he is. Hobbling off the field. Never a sight that I like to see. Are we going to get eaten up? Are we going to get eaten up? Maybe. Maybe. Let's go with this one. Deep cross. Again, I'm looking for Anderson. And he didn't snap it when I wanted to throw. That is bad. That is bad. All right, 2nd and 10. Steeler dig is what we're going with next here. But before we do anything, we're going to have to check the offensive line because I fear that that might be weird. All right, we've got Terrence Smith at left tackle. Matt Filer at left guard. We have Ben Jones at center. Kevin Zeitler at right guard. And over here, we do have George Fant, number 78. And that is probably the best we can do currently at this position. Let's see. What do we do here? Do I go with this one? Deep cross. Adam Thielen. Went for the aggressive catch, but Robbie Anderson couldn't get there. So we're going to try flood drive here. I know I've been super optimistic right now with those long throws, but I mean, oh my goodness, that was smacked away. Not getting to Allen Robinson there. Let's punt the ball, but put them really far back. There we go. That's going to be Nelson. Can we spot them? Ah, that is a beautiful punt. Well done, man. Brian Anger. That was lucky that it didn't bump into the end zone there. So we're spotting them back on the season. 390 yards, actually not as much. We've got 388 with Kenyon Drake. Oh, they spot us at the 70-yard line. Equally good punt. Equally good punt. Oh man, I hate this setup with Vander Esch. So there we go. Oh my goodness. What a hit here on Tyler Higbee. And Dak Prescott really showed his arm with that super long pass. Maybe I should try those a little bit more in terms of just having a chance there. We're at the 14-yard line now. Let's try an inside zone run here. In the gun formation, all we need to do is avoid Davis here. That is basically all we need to do. I mean, we're met immediately, of course. So let's set up a Z spot here. I do have Anderson, but I'm looking for Tim Patrick. I think I'm liking his run a little bit more. Oh, that just took ages. Why was that such a floated throw? Bullet pass would have been better. Way better. Oh, this one I don't think I like. Let's try this here. Oh, goodness. Goodness me. What was that? Right, the ball went through the defender's hands, into Tyler Higbee's hands, and then it falls out of his hands again. Come on, man. Are you trying to kid me here? You know what? I'm just going to flip the play here. Just to maybe... I don't know if this is going to do any good, but maybe it'll mess with him a little bit. Oh, there we go. Well done, A-Rob. That was basically what I was hoping for, that one of them will get free in the middle. 110 passing yards. The rushing yards, they are way better than we are at the moment. But that is just the difference between Bijan and the mortal man, to put it a little bit drastically here. But Kenyon, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did you just see that? Jesus Christ. Take a look at Davis here. Number 90. I'm going to show you from this angle. Just go straight forward. Sheds number 74 as if he weren't even there. Bump. And he's through. I mean, that is really... I mean, I don't even know what 74 was doing, to be honest. Because one of these two players should try and stop at number 90, right? But that did not play out well. We're going to try this one. Steeler dig. I really think this is a nice route. Tyler Higbee. And taken down here. That was well done. Well done by the big tight end at the 34-yard line. He does a dance. I wanted to do the first down thingy, but that was great. That was really great. Well done, Tyler Higbee. Stopped quite emphatically here, but not to worry. Let's get Melvin Gordon involved once again. Off we go. Yeah, that was just a cluster. A cluster of people running into each other. Smash digs, Adam Thielen, and definitely not because he's covered. So let's go with this. Play action read. Again, I'm looking for Higbee here. But we will put Robinson on a slant. Can we snap the ball, please? Jesus Christ. All right, I hate to repeat myself, but Jesus Christ, that was horrible. Josh Sweat. Just... In any franchise, the offensive line is what I try to calm down first, but that is not possible here. We're going to have to go long. I think verticals are in order here. Okay, we need Higbee. We need him to get there. Let's put Anderson on a slant though as well. And he drops the ball. That was one of the most important catches of this game. And we're going to have to go with the fourth and long here. There is no way that that we can keep going here. Let's see, what can Zach Ertz do? And also he gets it and then he drops it. And we are playing absolutely bad today. And we're losing against the 0-5 Eagles at the moment, which is, I'm not going to say infuriating, but it's just typical, man. Just is typical. Because that always happens. You know, you go into a game thinking, well, this one is one that we should be able to pull off, but the team is just so much better than we are. And I'm not even being dramatic here. Not even being dramatic. Let's go, Adam Thielen. Oh, come on, man. Yes, that was very nice. We don't have any timeouts left. It's not even one. So we need to be super quick now. Second and goal. At least we step out of bounds. We will get a touchdown, probably, but we will not get much more because we will be losing this game by 3 points. There we go. That was well done. Can't really fault anyone too much here, but we just gave it away in the first half. Unless we, I don't know, get us... I don't know what we need. We would need an immediate turnover here. But yeah, that's not going to happen. We lose the game. On the road again against the Eagles, we lose 17-14. We lose against Kirk Cousins. Out of all quarterbacks, man. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts. 100% completion rate as well for him. Wait, I don't get it. It said 12 attempts and 12 completions before, didn't it? All right, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We had so many more yards, same amount of touchdowns. But the running game was just completely turned off. Not able to do anything there. J.D. McKissick, Kenyon Drake, Melvin Gordon. Nobody got anything done here. Bijan Robinson, 75 yards. Not bad. We did. On the receiving side, we got more, right? Higbee, Anderson, Thielen, Robinson. Anderson is doing really well. I'm so happy that we added him. Apart from that, Zach Ertz, J.D. McKissick didn't get anything done here. Tyron Smith allowed the sack, I know. That was horrible. Total tackle leaders. Slate and Joe Schobert. All right. Jordan Davis, 2 tackles for loss. DeMarcus Lawrence with a QB sack. That was good. Jadeveon Clowney, Josh Sweat as well. These two, 95 and 94, they just came for me. No interceptions this game, which is at least one positive takeaway. All right, guys. We are 2-4, and we gifted the Eagles their first win of the season. I mean, they were the better team. When you look at them, when you look at the overalls, you would argue that they were the better team. But in terms of offensive yards, we were better. The rush yards, we didn't get anything done. 19 rushing yards just isn't cutting it. The pass yards, we outclassed them completely. First downs, 12 versus 11, all right. The punt return yards, 9. Kick return yards, 45. Total yards, around 100 more for us, or 90 more, if you want to be precise. Third down conversions, 3. Fourth down, 0. That was horrible, man. We really, really gifted this. Penalty yards, 5. Also pretty unnecessary. Yeah. Now we just gave this away. We were capable of more. Let's just be clear about that. We'll be cutting the episode here. I'm not happy about this result at all because it pushes us down again. I would like to get into the playoffs this season, right? But that would mean that we really have to be in a higher ranking. Of course, just taking a look over here, we are very far down in the NFL, and in the NFC, we aren't that much higher. We are very far down. Yeah, totally deserved, right? Don't get me wrong, but I'd really like to get higher. But this is going to be super hard challenge. So yeah, I enjoy the game. I really like those long balls, those long throws, really pulling those off. But we just missed the crucial points on the run game. That did not play out at all. Let's try and improve next week against the Buccaneers at home. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop me a like and subscribe. That always helps me. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.